seasons. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking here for Smith, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creep.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Number 53. Mike 53. Hey, get away. Kill.
Throwing again is Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 24. All day, every day, any day. What's more? 47. Check my 47.
Back to throw, Watson. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 31. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Wildfield. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. 9, sweetheart. 47's the Mike.
Now it's Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Mike's 44. Mike's 47. We ain't giving up.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 7.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run from the shotgun with Murray. 5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Breeze now. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They go back to Murray on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ready? 5-8. Let's go. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Sammy.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 95-56. Hey, watch your leg.
On second and 15 now. Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, Watson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Here we go. 4-7's the mic. Stop your whine.
Watson on first down. For the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Stills the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. 21.
Now Breeze looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! On the ready?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Pierre Garçon there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
Come on, let's go. Hey, check my 47. Right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 5'9". 41's the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we are at halftime of the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 61, next box. Right. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. 26. I got you.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Breeze now to throw. Oh, fancy running by Murray. He finds Latavius Murray. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Slam.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check 55, Mike. Good track. 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. Open space inside the 10. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Good job.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tackles.
Here's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Watson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. You ain't going nowhere.
Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 24. Mike's 47. Mike Hassan. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's set. UAT. Set is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. 47.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yellow lady. Hey, you got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Big Ed. Hey, East,
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. But under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
50 seconds to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
45. Texans 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch motion. 29. Mike's 47. I got you. 47.
Watson operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Brees going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Hey, 59.
Oh, you got D? Check 26, check 26. 53's the Mike, 53, check.
Hey, 24.
Silver. Oh, try. 53's the Mike.
Down and go.
Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Hey, 24.
Mike,
Hey, 55. Down and go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
21.
41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Greystone, travel.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's checking.
Hey, easy.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
5-9. Back. Easy, opposite.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And able to find Garcon. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a pass complete here to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
11.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready? 95-56.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw again on second down, Breeze. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
You ready?
55. Hey, eat. Let's go, baby. Turn over.
Bree's going to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New Orleans, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asked you my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop.
Yeah.
Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep it different vibe. Is you down to ride, never tired? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on